predictions for Saturday night's main event coming up on Saturday, Mr. Marceau, live from San Antonio, which is why Shawn Michaels is going to be there moderating the contract signing for the WWE Championship match coming up at the Royal Rumble between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, a ladder match. Shawn Michaels is going to be there to oversee the contract signing. And there's got to be a reason why they're doing this at Saturday night's main event and not on SmackDown. Not just to get Cody Rhodes on the show, but Nick Aldis specifically said on SmackDown last week, I don't know if I can properly pronounce the word, but he said he was adding an addendum. I think that's the right way to pronounce it. Like a contract change, essentially. What that would be, I don't know, because it's already a ladder match and both belts are already above the ring. Maybe it's that if whatever belt you pull down first, that's the new permanent championship going forward. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why the fuck he said that. They're not changing the match. But that's what they're doing. So how do you see this playing out at the event on Saturday with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens? Is this a standard contract signing, or are we getting some sort of an angle that affects the change at the Royal Rumble Championship match?
I think it's just a normal contract signing. I think they want to get Cody out there, getting Shawn out there. Well, maybe some people to watch, and I mean, the men's top storylines, you should get it on the show. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, what would you change? It's a ladder match, 2 titles. Like, I guess you could do an angle, maybe put in some kind of, like, doubt that Cody could win. I mean, I think Cody's winning just anyways, but, like, maybe, like, they still do the ladder match, and, like, Owens, like, Pillmanizes his legs. So they're like, oh, shit, Cody's got, like, fucking broken legs. You're going to be like, oh, they can do something like that, like, the put in doubt that Cody's not going to win. Cody's going to win anyway, so that's a spoiler for 2 weeks, but, like I said, maybe you do some kind of angle to kind of put it more in doubt that Cody could win a ladder match.
Yeah, can we just, I mean, we'll talk about the Rumble predictions next week, but there's absolutely no fucking chance that Kevin Owens is winning. I mean, I know he confronted Sami Zayn on Monday night. I didn't want to spend too much time on that because I got to let you go soon, but Kevin Owens confronted Sami Zayn and he said, hey, listen, if you can help me, I'll help you. And I don't think Sami Zayn's going to help Kevin Owens. He could come out there and then maybe not help him. But I think that was designed to set up Owens and Zayn either for Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania, right? That's the best way to get there, is with Owens saying, oh yeah, we're pals, why wouldn't you help me? And then Zayn doesn't do that because that's not the right thing to do. It looks like they set up Owens and Zayn on Monday's Raw, and that is absolutely 1,000% not going to be for the WWE Championship. But I think that's a good match for Mania, though, if they don't do Owens and Orton, which they could also do as an option.
No, I completely agree.
Jermaine mentioned, I'm wondering, are we getting 5 women's title matches at Mania this year? Because if you don't have the women's mid-card belts at Mania, then what are we doing? Dude, I'm telling you right now, I know there's 2 women's mid-card belts. I honestly don't think, I think it would be a stretch to say, I'm not saying they shouldn't be defended at Mania. You got 2 nights, you could totally defend both. But I think it's a stretch to say that both belts will be defended at WrestleMania. I don't. I don't see that happening. I think I could see maybe Chelsea having a multi-women match. I would be surprised if Lyra even makes the card. Or if we get Lyra and Becky, I would be surprised if Chelsea Green made the card. I hope they both get on the card, but what do you think the likelihood is, RJ, of both women's mid-card belts making Mania this year?
I think they'll both make it, but one of them.
Yeah. I also don't think Bianca and Jade will still be champions by Mania, or Bianca and Naomi, and then they'll probably drop the fucking belts. They should. I don't. Why have a tag team title match at Mania? Those belts mean nothing.
I completely
Stupid. And also, do you see the Winged Eagle Championship sticking around for Mania so Zayn and Owens can be for the championship? Or is it... yeah, Wrestling Fan 13, I appreciate the chat. That's not for the belt. That's definitely not happening. Not happening. Here's the toughest match to predict here, Mr. Marceau. Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax Women's World Championship. I know you're anxiously anticipating this matchup. Who do you see going over here?
We're doing this.
What? What's the point? I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I got someone for Rhea to beat. Rhea wins, LOL. Hit her with Riptide off like the middle rope, and people will go, "Oh my goodness!" But besides that, I don't really know why you're booking this match. Besides Rhea winning and maybe getting like a cool Riptide on Nia. Besides that, Rhea wins and we move on.
Fucking stupid. Absolutely no reason to revisit this, but it should be a good match. Their match last year was good. Rhea's absolutely winning, but they couldn't come up with any other... Like, it's bad enough that they don't have any challengers for Rhea, but they got to pick someone from SmackDown that we've already seen before face Rhea. Like, what's the fucking point? Just ridiculous. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. I'm looking forward to this match. Their reactions on SmackDown as of late have gotten great reactions. And I think this could be a fun match if booked properly. But obviously, Jacob Fatu's got to go over. Only his second singles match in WWE on TV, behind the Jey Uso one right before Survivor Series. Easy win here for Jacob, but this should be a fun one, right, Mr. Marceau?
Yeah, this could be a fun match. I think we need. I mean, maybe we're finally getting a Jacob solo run. Not on the solo part. I mean, when it's on SmackDown, maybe Jacob's the new guy. Like I said, besides him facing Jay, we haven't seen him in singles action, so I think this is a big win for him. I think Strowman's done good work since he's come back, and it's a big win, no pun intended, on the big SOB. So,
Yep.
Fought 2 wins here, and I think, especially with like the cable big NBC crowd, I feel like that could help prop Jacob up a little bit more. I mean, I think people know what he's capable of. I just watched the weekly product, but I think this could help expose him to a bigger audience. So
Totally agree. The guy's a star. Time to take off with him. I could see him facing Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania. This is step one in getting there before they even split up Jacob and Solo. What they did with Solo last week on SmackDown was dumb. The whole speechless thing was stupid, but hopefully they can follow up on that pretty quickly. Last 2 matches here for me, Mr. Marceau. Only 4 matches unless they announce the 5th one. They have 5 segments if you include the contract signing, but this is predictable, but I could see a potential title change here. Braun Breaker and Sheamus again for the Intercontinental Championship. Does Sheamus finally win the belt, or does Braun Breaker retain? Before I give my prediction, I'll ask you, who goes over?
I gotta hit you. Predictability. I feel like I'm looking at Sheamus. I feel like with Braun, just won the belt. He's complicated it so often recently. I feel like he has to win, but then with Sheamus, I feel like people are like he needs to win too. So it's kind of, I'll go with Braun, but I think people are going with Sheamus.
Sheamus would make for a great moment. Honestly, though, if he doesn't win here, it's not over. I mean, I don't think he's going to get another opportunity at Mania. I don't think they drag this out till Mania for another 3 months. They've already been feuding for the last 2 or 3 months. This is it. But listen, Sheamus just re-signed for 5 years, so he could always win it in the next 5 years. They shouldn't wait until 2030 to give him the championship. But I could see Sheamus winning the belt next year or the year after. I don't think it needs to be here, but if it is here, that would be awesome. Braun Breaker, hey, listen, maybe he loses the belt here and is a dark horse to win the Rumble. How about a swerve? How's that for a swerve?
I mean, if he loses the belt, it could be coming out.
Yeah, that would be the only reason as to why I think they would do it, other than just to give these people a surprise title change, which they should have done in the last Saturday night's main event, but they didn't. Before we get to the last match here, Blue Kyber Crystal said the U.S. title could get on Mania if Jade or Bianca take it off Chelsea before Mania. They could. I don't think they should, though. I feel like Chelsea shouldn't get beaten that quickly, and Bianca and Jade don't need it. But I mean, maybe that's a possibility. Wrestling Fan 13 also said, I'm really looking forward to Jacob versus Braun. I'm just curious how their in-ring chemistry will be. That was my question as well. We'll see. Hopefully it's a fun match. If Bronson Reed and Braun could have great matches, I think that'll be fun too. And he also said, I think they hold off on Sheamus winning until Mania, honestly. I don't think they would. I thought that originally, but if they were, then I don't think they would be doing that match here. And Alexis also said, please, for the love of God, give Sheamus the belt. So, Mr. Marceau, if you want to see an Alexis meltdown, let's hope Braun Breaker wins on Saturday. Gunther, Jey Uso, World Heavyweight Championship. Who goes over here, brother?
This is an easy one. Jey wins hands
Wow. Wow, Jey Uso, new champ. So I'm going to hear yeeting tears if he loses on Saturday. Is that what you're telling me?
Like you said last time we got no, pretty surprising if we don't get another one. I feel like they're kind of leaning into that Gunther beating Jey twice. You can't beat him, and he's a loser, and Gunther's better. So I could see Jey just getting a surprise win here, hold the belt like he did for the IC title for like a week or two, and just drop it back to Gunther. I don't know if like maybe Drew gets involved and tries to go after Jey and accidentally gets Gunther, and Jey gets a fake win basically, and then lose the belt back to Gunther. But I think 2 back-to-back Saturday Night main events with no title changes would be very disappointing.
That would be tough. You don't want to establish this as, let me check my notes, Battle of the Belts. I think you need a title change once in a while. It would make for a great moment. I don't know. I don't think the timing is ideal because Jey would just have to lose it in 2 weeks or something. I don't think he's walking into Mania with a God forbid. Hey, maybe Jimmy and Jey WrestleMania rematch, this time for the World Championship. Does that scream main event to you?
It could be Jacob versus Jey.
Jacob and Jey, okay, that's a possibility. Hey, listen, if Jacob could win the Royal Rumble, you never know what might happen. But I'm going to go Gunther. But if Jey wins, great moment. I'll be thinking about you.